chat here. All right, all right. Yep, we all 1 second, everybody. Bear with me while I get this in the chat. Bear with me, everybody. We get started in 1 second. Getting the live, getting the chat going. Got the link going in the chat. 1 second, 1 second. All right. I think we got it. Oh, 1 second. One. All right, let me put this in here. Put the link in here, and we're gonna get it. All right, all right. Shalom, Israel. We are the ISUPK. Started out of 1 West 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. And I am Captain K, the Goggle Bar. All right, y'all already know. To all of my fans, I love y'all. To all of my haters, I love y'all too. All right. So today we're gonna be talking about this rise and this increase of school threats here in St. Louis. All right. And now 1 second. Okay, respond to the brother. Yeah, we got a lot of this going on. I mean, it's insane. I mean, it actually blew my mind. And the reason I'm saying it's so mind blowing because guess what? We're not talking about our oppressor. We're not talking about little white kids. We're talking about our kids now. You know, and now they are becoming just like our oppressors, the people that oppress us. Um, we turn around and the longer that we stay here, our people are becoming more and more just like these people. They're more and more like they're getting more and more evil. They're getting more and more ridiculous with their pranks. You know, it's just it is sad, man. You know, the Most High commanded us to be a separate people from the people that oppress us, not pick up their behaviors. All right, I'm gonna give you those scriptures before we go into the articles and things like that. Let me give you the first one. Uh, Let me give you the first one where the Lord commanded us to be holy, and the word holy just simply means to be separate. It doesn't mean like what Christians think whenever they say holy, you start hearing harps playing, you see the clouds open up, you see doves start flying in the air. It's a whole damn scene, a whole show, a whole show of ridiculousness, right? And it just simply means separate. That's all. All right, and I'm gonna read it real quick. This is in Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. It says, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy God." And who is the Most High talking about? Who is God talking about? He's talking about the Israelites. He's telling the Israelites that we are to be a separate people from all of the people that God created, right? The Most High created Israelites, white people, Chinese people, African people, everybody on the planet, okay? The Most High created them, but he commanded us to be a holy people, a separate people from all of the people that he didn't create. All right. And it says, the Lord thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself. So the Most High, he turned around and just to, make it simple and plain, you have 10 people. It's actually 18 nations. But you got, let's say, for the sake of time and the discussion, you have 10 people before you. You created them all, right? But you take one of them and you say, aha, this is the one right here. And you make it your special people, your very own, even though you created all the other ones, right? You make this one yours. And that's what the Most High did with his people, right? With the chosen people, okay? And he made us a special people unto himself. Then it says this, above all people that are upon the face of the earth. The Most High created us, and he said that we are special, we are separate, and we are above everybody. We are above the Africans. We are above the Italians and the Russians. We are above the so-called white man. We are above all people. And I don't want to be equal to nobody. If our God put us in a position and created us and said, this is your position, I'm not getting up off of it. I'm not going to take the lesser to be equal. That's weak to me. To when the Most High said we're not equal. Matter of fact, the white man in his constitution, he don't even think every man is equal. Because the all men being equal, guess what? It was some men in slavery. So it couldn't have been talking about all of us we created equal. And then talking about in God they trust. Yeah, for themselves. That's what they was talking about. All the men under their nation, within their nation, their people. It wasn't talking about everybody. All right. So this is the Lord right here saying this is where it started in the beginning. Way back in the beginning of the Bible is when it started. The Most High said that we are a holy people. That means separate. And that's what I'm saying about the different school shootings. Just almost everything that's happening. Almost everything that is happening, you don't turn around and we didn't just get this stuff on our own, right? It came from some other influence. And Satan, that's how Satan works. Satan influences you to do evil. And the first person that we look at to be evil just like is our oppressors, the so-called white man. We turn and we want to be evil just like him. You want to sell drugs just like him. You want to use the drugs just like him. You want to be an unaliver just like him. You want to be a criminal just like him. The Bible says to envy not thou oppressor. Matter of fact, let me just get it. Since I'm quoting the scripture, let me just read them for you, so you won't think I'm making up nothing. All right. This is what it says in Proverbs 3:31. It says, envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways. When you think about white people, right? Like for the longest, black people had this thing of, and they still do, right? Of don't play with me, right? I remember, boy, I used to hear that so much when I was a kid. I started saying it myself. I would see somebody do something silly, and a person, whether it be a brother or a sister, they would check them real fast and say, "Hey, don't play with me like that. Don't play with me like that." Now, since what was that show, Jackass, right? Since that Jackass show, that was created by them white men. Now you got black people trying to be just like that shit. To where Negroes, you see them making videos, and I don't think none of this shit is funny, actually. You got brothers that's going in stores. I seen one to where this Negro's acting like a jackass. And who he get it from? He got it from white people. To where the sister be in the aisle, they can have on a dress, pants, shorts, whatever it is, right? And then he takes a broomstick and bends over as if he's doing something in the, across the aisle from the sister, and sticks the damn broomstick up her skirt, up in between her leg, like that right there. Like I'm telling you, that's one of them. Don't play with me like that moment. Don't play with me. I'm sitting there watching it. I'm like, man, like what the fuck is wrong with this dude? The where he's doing this, where you think it's okay, you think it's funny, trying to get views and likes for some stupid shit. They got another one where the brother is going and the sister is in the aisle, and he come up, damn, I would like to eat that cake. Man, can I touch that cake? Can I squeeze it? Can I squeeze the cake? Damn, that cake look like it tastes good. And then the woman like, excuse me, well, who you talking to? And he, oh no, the cake. And then he go grab the cake off the damn shelf. That's not funny, man. I don't think that shit is funny. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And so many other things that I've seen where black people are following behind white people. And they think that this nonsense is funny. They got one cat that go around acting like he talking on his earbud. He got his finger in his ear, and then he walk up on you. Yeah, man, this nigga in these white shoes, man. I'll tell you, boy, I'll smack his ass. I'll do. And then the brother like, hold on, what? Like that's not funny. Like black people are not a silly ass, ridiculous people like white people, to where we just do stupid stuff. That's normally and naturally not us. We don't play with each other like that. We don't do silly stuff like that. I would never take a broomstick and intentionally put it up a woman's skirt, thinking that you making a funny video, thinking that this is a joke. And our people get this filth from white people. And you need to give it back because it is ridiculous. The Most High said for us to live totally separate from these people, man. Not be like them. And I'm going to give you another scripture, then we're going to get to it. All right? Because our people got to learn, man. This stuff that you are doing, like you getting it from another people. And it's not funny. It's ridiculous as hell. And you need to fucking stop. That's what needs to happen. That's what needs to happen. And we're going to show you some more stuff that you need to stop today once we read these articles. But real quick before I read, well, matter of fact, now I'll read and then I'll get an announcement. This is Jeremiah 10, and I'm starting at verse 1. It says, hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Right? The house of Israel is talking about every Israelite, every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian. This is for you. All right. This is for you. It says, thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. So learning the ways of the heathen, we are not supposed to do that. That jackass junk that you Negroes love, like I done seen them pouring water on people, just doing all kind of stupid stuff, man. I never experienced that. I never even wanted to do that. I hung around all older people when I was young. And I thank God that I did. I skipped a lot of silly shit during, my young age, to where, a bunch of brothers and sisters I grew up with, they was doing silly stuff. I wasn't on that. I wanted to be like them old heads I was hanging with. Don't play with me like that. You understand? Don't play with me like that. Real simple. So I let them have it. But I skipped a lot of that. And I thank God that I did. Because it's like, just I've seen videos of people when they I guess family or friends or whoever it is sleep around them. I've seen them putting stuff in their mouth like this. That's ridiculous, man. That is so ridiculous. We are learning these things from our oppressor. That's where we getting this mess from, man. We getting it from the people that rule over us that are so ridiculous. That put everything gay on every movie, every commercial. Everything has to be LGBTQ plus now. Everything. Everything. The people that rule over us, this is their plan. This is their plot against us. Okay? It's their plot and their plan. We don't need to follow that. Scripture says, learn not the ways of the heathen. Jackass, black people were never supposed to learn that. And I hate that you did. You think everything's a damn prank and a damn joke. You got brothers going around. There's another cat I seen that he go around when he see a brother walking with his woman, he'll turn around and say, damn, that ass fat. He'll say something about the brother's woman, about to get something kicked off. And I believe this cat had a couple of guns pulled on him. I haven't seen none of them videos in a while. So he might have stopped with his stupid ass. So, and then it says in verse 3, for the customs of the people are vain. That stuff is worthless to us, man. Their religions, their damn jackass shows, their pranks, their ideologies about life and God and Christ and everything, man. We need to leave all of that nonsense alone. All right. We need to leave it all the hell alone. And we need to stick to what our God told us to do. And number one is act like you got some goddamn sense. The damn shame that you are an adult and you don't know how to act. That is ridiculous. And look at how your children are acting behind you. You're ridiculous. They're getting ridiculousness. They're getting just as ridiculous as you are. All right. Now, real quick, if anybody want to come up on the stage, you can go to YouTube. You can go to Sharpen the Sword Radio, or you can go to ISUPK St. Louis, and you can click that link. And you can come on the stage, and we can have a discussion. It could be on topic, off topic, questions. Whether you agree or disagree, come on with it, or forget it. All right. If you're on Clubhouse, you can come up on there if you have a question, a comment, or whatever. Whether you agree or disagree, let's get it. All right, or forget it. And we on all platforms. We even got a conference line open for those that don't want to be live on the screen. You can call in, and the number is 712-832-8330. And and the access code is 910-1409. Let me say it again. The number is 712-832-8330. Access code 910-1409. All right. So the customs of the people are vain. That stuff you see white people doing is vain. It don't work for us. You think you're going to rob and steal and kill. You understand? Your way to the top like he did. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You think you're going to lie and cheat your way to the top. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. All right. What we have to do as God's chosen people is obey the Lord. That's what we got to do. We got to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments. And with that comes much success and long life. That's in the scripture. But you don't have an option. You don't get to be a criminal. You get caught. You're the worst criminal on the planet. Boy, I be watching them shows on YouTube to where you turn around and you think talking your way out of it it's gonna help you when you talk yourself right into the jail cell. Black people are just not good criminals, man. They're just not. That's why we need to stop committing crimes. That's what we need to do. Stop committing crimes. Don't give a damn what your reason is and what you need it for. If your wife need clothes and baby needs shoes and milk, and you got to feed yourself and pay your bills and all that. Listen, if we come together and help each other out with our problems, then guess what? None of us will have to steal. None of us will have to go out and commit a crime. You don't have to do that. You don't have to. You choose to. All right. Now, the faster that we do what God said do, which is to come together, we'll be all right. All right. But let's get into the article, man. Let me get into the first article about the school threats. As a matter of fact, one of my properties is in one of these areas. And I was actually at the store. If I'm not on one day at least, one incident happened. I think the other one I was in the area, but not at the mall where this happened at. But yeah, this is crazy. Because I turned around and well, I'll just read it and then I'll explain. So we got let me see, it says Missouri police to fine parents for school shooting threats and fights. It says St. Louis, as a surge of violent threats disrupt area schools, the St. John Police Department is putting its foot down. Chief of Police Paul Anderson said the department will begin to strictly enforce St. John's parental neglect code that allows officers to issue summonses to parents for the criminal actions of their children. All right. If guilty, parents will face fines and up to $2,000 in restitution payments to any person damaged by their children's misconduct. All right. So now they're not going to let you parents off the hook. Okay. They're not going to do it. It's getting out of hand. It's a surge. It's been happening more and more and more. It's like I woke up one day and all these articles on my phone about this school having a school threat, this one having a school threat, this one, somebody called and threatened the school like this, somebody called and threatened somebody like this, somebody come like, God damn. It was like too much. And so now they're going to start fining you parents. When they catch your children doing this stuff, they're going to fine you. You're the parent. Listen, you can't do that stuff that you do in church. Talking about, oh, I'm going to just leave you in God's hand. Not now. Not now. They're going to be in the hands of St. John's Police Department. And then they're going to put them right back in your damn hands. And they're going to lock your ass up right next to them. They're going to cuff your hand right next to your damn child's hand. That's what's going to end up happening. And then you're going to pay for the crime that your child is committing. And we got to do better with raising these kids. We got to do better with raising the kids. The ISUPK has the solution for baby-age kids. We got it. Our children, guess what? They baby-age kids. But they're missing something. They're missing something. They're missing being taught properly. They're missing the proper guidance from their parents. They're missing their fathers. Oh my God, let's not even talk about that. Because you sisters will put a Negro out in a heartbeat. Talking about you don't need nothing but your kids. But what do your children need? What do your kids need? I heard all the time about what you need and what you don't need. What about your kids? Do you ever think about your children? Do you ever once say, you know what? Do my kids need their father? Do they really need their daddy? They just might. They be crying. And the mothers don't know in most cases that the children in the damn room screaming and crying for their goddamn father because they miss them and they want them in their life. But because you are such a selfish individual, you Got all these excuses. Y'all done grew apart. Grow back together then. Y'all argue too much. Stop arguing then. Y'all unhappy. Get happy again. Like it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. It just takes work. And a lot of our people just don't want to do no goddamn work, especially when it comes to being with each other. I don't understand it. Shalom, warrior. I don't get it. Do you understand it, Abba? When it comes to our relationship, that's the last place a person want to put in some work at, think. When it comes to a man being with his woman, a nigga be like, oh man, I'm done with that. I ain't finna put up with that. I don't want to put in no work. When it comes to a sister being with her man, I deserve to be happy. All that crazy stuff. Well, what about the work that you should do to put into each other? Because you got kids now, and look at what your kids is doing. Pull that article up for me, the one in the layout, the first one. The kids, I just read it so far. What happened out in St. John is the parents. It's been this surge in threats, school threats and fights and stuff like that. It's happening all over the city and county of St. Louis, to where now they finna start holding the parents responsible, and they're gonna end up paying. It says chief of police. I'm gonna read it again. I'm gonna let you take over. It said chief of police Paul Anderson said the department will begin to strictly enforce St. John's parental neglect code that allows officers to issue summonses to parents for the criminal actions of their children. If guilty, parents will face fines and up to $2,000 in restitution payments to any person damaged by their child misconduct. So they're gonna pay fines, plus you're gonna be ordered to pay up to $2,000 in restitution. So, say for instance, if the child, say your child, like for instance, the one fight with the white girl out in Hazelwood. Now that right there, I hate that because she actually started that. That white girl started that fight with that sister. You understand? She started that whole thing, and because she got her ass whooped, now everybody's so sad for her. She shouldn't have started. You understand? You don't start something that you can't finish. We all know that in the hood. You understand? We all know that in the hood. If you start something, boy, you better finish it. You better finish it, or leave it the hell alone then. Right. But because she got dropped on that big dumb blonde head of hers, everybody wants to be sorry and straight through the book at that little sister, didn't they? Yeah. Oh, I hate that. You understand? Our oppressors get away with murder. They always get something kicked off, and then they always whining and crying afterward. And then they always vilify the damn black person. It's always us that turn around, and now we got to feel bad because of what this little bitch started. She shouldn't have started nothing that she couldn't handle. She thought that little sister was a joke. You understand? Right. That little sister defended herself, put hands on it, and put her head on the damn concrete. Now, that'll teach her a lesson to go around bullying someone. That's what she was doing. The white girl was the bully. Right. The white girl was bullying the black girl. And the sister said, you know what? Oh, no, not me. And she defended herself. She defended herself. And then they turned around and made her to be this worst little girl in the goddamn world. Like, I hate that. Oh, I hate that. You seen that? Okay. Oh, my God. I hated that. I hated it. The white girl was the bully, starting all the mess with the black girl. But then now she's the victim because she got her ass whooped. That's what happened. That's what happened. What they should have been teaching that white girl is, hey, stop bullying people. Like, you wouldn't have got dropped on your big, dumb, blonde head if you hadn't have been bullying the girl. Guess what? She would have never bothered you. You know what I mean? Right. She would have never bothered the damn white girl. She'd have had no reason to. She would have had to be in her face. They wouldn't have met up nowhere to fight, none of that. But the sister was tired of her being bullied by that damn white girl, and she defended herself. And then she is the one now that's the damn criminal. All because the white girl got hurt. And that's just how they do. They always whine and cry their way to attention and to the spotlight. Instead of saying, oh, okay, you was bullying her. Oh, that's why your neck broke.
Right.
That's why your head hurt. That's why your eye black. Both your eyes. Yes. Both of them. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Ain't this the school we went to, Rittner? Rittner, right? We went to the same school, right?
Oh, you talking about in the article? Oh, yeah. You already know.
We've been
yeah.
We've been kicking their ass. And it's for a reason. This is the home of the so-called County Browns.
Yeah. That's where
that's County Browns, right?
Yes.
They ain't taking their name no more, but we know who they are.
Right.
They got white sheets up in the station somewhere.
You know.
And that's who they are. These County Browns.
Yeah, you know.
And these students that our kids going up against are their children. So it ain't strange it's gonna be some violence. We've been kicking their ass, Cap.
Yep.
I done had a fight with a couple of them.
Yep.
My homeboy Rondell done beat up.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, it used to go down. Yeah. I turned around and got put out of Rittner.
Yeah.
I got suspended. I had a fight with a white boy. The white boy called me a nigga, but I called what's so pussy ass motherfucker, beat his ass, right? And they suspended me. They suspended me for defending myself. So you ain't lying about how we've been fighting them for forever. Yeah, forever. You understand? Forever. So yeah, I got suspended because I defended myself. Yeah. But they looked at what he said and what I said in defense, you understand, of him saying what he said to me. So he got away with calling me a nigga. You understand? But because I said, oh, pussy ass motherfucker, got up and started beating his ass, right, then I was wrong. They put me out of school, but then told him to go back to class. Told my mama to come get me. You understand? And my mama, she found out what happened. She, oh, don't worry about it, son. You all right. You all right. See, he shouldn't have called you a nigga.
It's lucky how they played me. I had a fight with the devil. And then nobody gets suspended. You still at school.
Right.
3 days later, they called me to the office. This guy sitting up in there with 2 black eyes. I walked in the office and I said, oh, hell no, I ain't do that. Hell no. No.
Wait a minute. Hold up.
Yeah.
So because he turned red first and then turned black, you'd have beat the brakes off of him.
It wasn't but I punched him one time and he started wrestling around on the ground and he broke it up.
Right. Hey, but that one punch black both of his eyes.
I punched him.
Damn, mom.
I'm cursing like never before, Cap, when I walked in that door like, hey, that wasn't me.
Right.
His daddy must have. I said, that's what I said. I
probably went home and got, Right. If you got that one hit of quitter,
I seen it was jail when I walked in that door. I
What'd you say? You ain't do that.
No, sir.
Man, look, I'm telling you, but yeah, you right. We've been dealing with that for the longest. Damn right.
Amen.
There has been, and it's always gonna be a fight here. Well, and as we are amongst our oppressors, because they hate us and they lack self-control. They can't help but to start something with us. That's how it happens. In most cases, they are the ones that end up starting the incidents with us. That's how they do it. I was called the N-word, and then because I defend myself and I say something that they deem worse than what he said, they put me out of school. Here you go. You done the black both his ass. I punched him in his head one time and black both his eyes, and now they ready to put you out and put you in the juvenile. They ready to put you in juvenile behind it. Man. Yeah, but we've been dealing with this for the longest, and then now, like I said, what's happening is we are starting to become like our oppressor. We're getting more and more like them now. Because I was breaking down the pranks, the Jackass, the show. You remember that show that came out, and how black people doing all this silly stuff now. When it come to our women, they want to be just like the white woman. You know, our brothers want to be just like white men. You know, all of the crime that happens here in St. Louis, the black on black crime. You know, brothers has gotten that mess from our oppressors. You understand? Our oppressors. While white people glorify what's they people? John Gotti and the mafia and the mob and what's that one? It was one show on Netflix. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it was with two different mob families. Two big mob families was going against each other. You understand? It was crazy. But yeah, they glorify that. Look at what they used to do with the Tommy gun back in the day. Yeah. They used to pull drive-by. They did drive-bys before niggas even thought about doing drive-bys. Yep. Right? We got it from them. We would see it in their movies. Why? Because they actually did that. They would get out with a Tommy gun and blast everybody. But now we are the worst people on the planet. And we got it from you. Our people got it from our oppressors. And this is why it's up to us to turn around and lead our people back to the Most High. We got to lead our people away from that horrible, horrible influence that they didn't got from white folks. And now we got to turn around and obey our God. We got to serve our King, Christ. All right. So read some more of that article. I'll read that next paragraph. Where's the strict approach?
The strict approach does not come without much thought and previous attempts to control the situation by lesser means. Mm-hmm. The city of St. John has been dealing with this seemingly losing battle for years.
Okay, so and they ain't lying, because they was dealing with it out of their people, and they people was used to threaten, call, and do all of that. The same way they shoot up schools. The same way they go and have a school shooting, mass shooting somewhere. What was that? The post office was notorious for having mass shootings quite often, right? Okay. What was that company? Was it ABM? Yep. The one they had the shooting, the mass shooting in it, where the white boy got fired and came in unalive. Wasn't it like 13 people or something like that, or more, or something like that, or 20-some people? Turned around and unalive 13 or 20-some people. I can't remember how many people. He shot about 50 of them, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. He shot about 50 workers. I had to look the article up and get the correct numbers, but it's high like that. It's high like that. White boy lost his job and came to work with the attitude of he's going to unalive everybody. And boy, that business ABM that sits right on side of the highway at Union and 70. Boy. That day, I know they wished it. Like, God damn, we didn't let him keep his job. Right. You can't even fire white people. You can't even fire our oppressor, because guess what? He gonna go in on you. He gonna let you know what he feel about you. You know, so that's crazy. But yeah, they have been fighting this losing battle since forever, because first it was their people. Now it's our people. Now we doing it right behind them, like we some damn fools. Like we don't have self-control. Look at all of what we've been going through for years. And we have more control than that. But now we can absolutely get it all the way together. Right. You can come here and learn how to act totally, to where you ain't gonna use their drugs. You ain't gonna pull their guns to commit no crimes, unalive nobody. You ain't gonna be tearing up their malls and their stores and their businesses and doing all that and robbing them blind. You don't do that. You come here, you're gonna live the way that the Most High told you to. Go ahead, Doc.
Oh, I just want to piggyback on what you said about how we get these ideas and things that we're doing, like those shootings and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Case in point being the brother Cookie Johnson. Remember, he did his shooting, his little rampage or whatever. But they did so much to stir that brother up. They was straight messing with Cookie Johnson. Cookie.
Was it Thornton?
I thought it was Johnson. I thought it was Johnson.
I'm gonna look it up for you real quick.
Yeah, Cookie.
I thought Cookie Thornton. I thought
they was just driving.
They were
messing with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Making a public mockery out this man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He lost it. You know what I'm saying? He lost it. And he got fed up. But like you said, all those shootings and mass shootings and drive-by and everybody up and commit no acts of violence is from what we learned from the press.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and they pushed that they pushed that man buttons, man. And
right.
They did all those things, man. They ain't talking about that side of it though.
Oh no.
When we
hell no.
When they snap, they can jump out a window and mass alive people.
Yeah.
Like, oh, let's talk about it. Let's examine his brain and let's sit him down. Let's put him in a psych ward and Malibu, Patches Malibu. Right. Resort where we can get to the bottom of this and all these things, but no, you didn't get that for Cookie. You gotta do Cookie all the way in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not even talk about the factors that led up to him doing what he did.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And absolutely. And it was Cookie Thornton.
Yeah.
And it was February 7, 2008. A gunman went on a shooting rampage at a public meeting in the city hall, leaving 6 people dead and a 7th injured in Kirkwood, Missouri, a suburb of St. Louis. So what ended up happening, like the brother was just saying, Cookie Thornton, the brother owned a business, and he had his company vehicles parked at his home. And they was constantly giving this brother tickets, just messing with this brother for him, because it's in a predominantly white neighborhood. And of course, his neighbors was in on it, calling on the man all the time about his trucks. I forgot what business he had, but they was calling on him about his trucks and just bothering the dude. And I think it was one time he went on vacation. I think what clicked, I had to check it again because it was a while ago since this happened. But I believe he went out of town on vacation and he came back and he had a whole bunch of tickets on his vehicles again. And that's what sent him over the top. Like you said, it took him over the top. He was like, man, hell with this. And the brother got tired of St. Louis and what you say, the unjust system? No justice in their justice system.
No justice.
The brother, he got tired of no justice being in their justice system. And he went and he took matters into his own hand. Now, the one thing that I will say is I understand where that brother is coming from.
Right.
But don't take matters into your own hands like that.
Right.
Come here. You understand? Keep your head level. Keep it cool. Don't overreact. You know what I mean? Because you're in a situation. The brother, he snapped. Like you said, he snapped. And I get it. I understand. Because white folks have been oppressing us for so long. I mean, goddamn. You know what I mean? And at this point, all black people want to be is just left alone. You just don't want to be bothered with you crackers every goddamn day. You always up in our face. You got Karens. They didn't did it so much about. They didn't name it a term called it Karen. And Ken. Now they got Ken. Yeah, Karen and Ken. To where you got white people bothering black people. This is insane. And then for some odd reason, it's us. We the worst people on the planet. When what was the one video where the brothers was barbecuing in a park where you can barbecue at?
Right.
In a park where you can barbecue at. And then this woman, this devil approaches these brothers as if they're committing a crime. The ones, who's that was selling the bottled waters, that had the permit, had the city permit to sell waters. And here come a Karen telling them they need to get out their neighborhood. They need to stop selling water. And I could go on and on and on. Parking spaces. I seen a sister trying to park where, you know, how two cars meet up in a spot, right, and whoever get in it. Now, of course, you think in your mind you just saw it first. I know both parties is like that. But whoever get in there first, then just it didn't happen to me. You understand? I'll be like, God damn it, got my parking space. But I'll go find me another. I don't go and approach the person that's on a public parking lot, you know what I mean? Like a store, like a Walmart, a Target, a gas station, or something like that. I don't approach nobody saying, hey, you just parked in my spot. Ain't your goddamn spot. It's public. You talking about? That person just got in the spot before you did. But because that Karen is white and that person that pulled in their spot is black, they feel like, oh, you know what? I'm finna say something to them and they're going to get out of my spot. You better find you some business, Karen. That's what you better do. That's what you better do. Yeah, it was kids selling them bottled waters. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. They don't want our kids doing nothing. They don't want us doing nothing. They want to make America great again. And what made America so great to them was we were their slaves. We were shackled and we was doing nothing but entertaining them, growing crops for them, right, raising their children for them, cooking them breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks for them. That's what they want to see again. That's what made America so great. America wasn't great because they're here. You understand? It's actually what you call it, Abba? Hell America.
Yes, sir.
This is Hell Zuri.
Yes, sir.
You understand? Saint Lucifer. This is a horrible, horrible place now that white people have taken over. When you go places, you ride around, you can just see all the land and all. When I be on the highways, and I see all the corn and all, you know what I'm saying? And I see the hills and the mountains when I be traveling. I be like, man, this really was a beautiful place. But then when you turn around and see one of them, you realize how ugly it became. It's terrible. All right, read some more there, bro.
St. John Police Department is one of 4 police departments that responded to the Richmond School District over the past week, mm-hmm, after their district received multiple threats of violence, with one resulting in a former student's arrest on school ground on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. The 16-year-old has since been charged with terrorist threat in the first degree, unlawful use of a weapon, and resisting arrest. Parents of former Richmond student accused of threatening school facing tampering charge. The parents were charged Thursday evening with tampering of physical evidence. The school threats are only part of the problem.
Okay, so right here, now this is what I'm saying. The solution to this is for us to turn around and obey our God, right? He has laws on how we are supposed to conduct ourselves. He has rules, right? And conducting ourselves in their manner, in their fashion, that's not how we're supposed to do it. That's how our oppressor solves problems, right? He would turn around, like I said, how many school shootings has there been about since since man we've been kids? Yes, I was always hearing about some school shooting. That's how they, solve issues. They resort to violence because they are an extremely violent people. They are extremely violent. So that's all they know. But us, we don't have to do that.
Right.
We don't have to do that. And in most cases, this boy here, this 16-year-old father is not in his life. The solution to this problem is to get his daddy in his life. Or if his daddy is not around, then he needs other men. Matter of fact, just bring him here. Just bring him to the ISUPK and we'll deal with him.
Right.
We'll deal with him. We'll do it. If say the father's not around, say that the brother is deceased, Lord will he's not, but hopefully, guess what? Hopefully this sister and this brother, his parents, whoever it is, reach out to us and come and say, hey, we need help with our son. And then we'll do it. We'll fix that problem. We'll work with that brother and turn him into a soldier and not a criminal.
Yeah, right.
All right. Keep going, Abba.
Juveniles who don't live in St. John have absolutely zero respect for the law enforcement and have caused ruckuses throughout the town.
Mm-hmm.
Over the past few weeks, police have encountered almost daily disruptions to a local shopping plaza and a McDonald's, as well as a large fight inside a Snick's grocery store on the 17th of September.
Now, that's what I was talking about. I was actually in the store that day that happened.
Damn.
I got there right after. And I was wondering what the hell was going on with the police, because they was all up and down the lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw them, and at first I'm like, damn, here they go bothering them. Of course, it was our kids. You understand? I said, damn, here they go bothering the kids. They tell them, get on out of here. Go, you got to go. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, what the hell has happened? But I didn't know until, afterward, once I got this article and I read it, I'm like, oh, this is what happened. This incident took place just before I got to the store. And they turned around and there was a lot of them still hanging out at the pizza place, the beauty supply. They were standing right beside the damn Snooks. The little hole in between the beauty supply and the Snook. They stand right there. They were standing right there. A bunch of them. They was down at the was it the cell phone store? I can't remember if it was a cell phone store, but you get the point. They was all over the mall. And like I said, the police kept rolling around constantly. They kept rolling. What the fuck is going on? And turn around, and this is what happened. Go ahead, keep reading.
Our residents are tired of this.
Mm-hmm.
Anderson said, our business owners are tired of this.
Mm-hmm.
The unruliness has extended to school threats. On September 12th, Britain High School switched to virtual learning in response to reports of online threats overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Students returned to school the next day.
Mm-hmm. So they turned around, and a lot of schools had ended up shutting down that same week. I don't know if you remember, but that same week, it was a bunch of school threats all over. And a lot of schools ended up shutting down that very week. Okay, keep going.
In the Parkway School District, Barracks Elementary went on lockdown after police received a 911 call that referenced a bomb in the school. Police canvassed the building and later gave an all clear. Also on Thursday, acting St. Louis Public Schools Superintendent Millicent Borshade said police investigated threats towards McKinley, Compton Drew, Shenandoah, Malafi, Yateman, Academy of Entrepreneurship, Studies, Middle, and Mason Schools.
All these damn schools. Let's get and it's more actually. It's more that was on the list of threats.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Threats involving Lionett Blow, Roosevelt, Long Gateway STEM, and Central Visual and Performing Arts High Schools also emerged. Saying after an investigation, law enforcement, including St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department intelligence officers and an FBI task force, determined the threat was not likely.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. So they just basically saying wasn't no bomb. You know what I'm saying? There was no threat, even though a threat was made. That this is not likely that there is a bomb in this school. Go ahead.
Numerous other schools in the St. Louis area have received threats over the past week as copycat threats emerged. Nearly all were determined to be uncredible.
Now this is what gets me is the copycat mess. Is once one somebody do it, you got all these other ones rolling right behind it. That gets on my nerve. And it's like, how in the hell do they even know that? Like, is they all involved, or they all, you know what I'm saying? You be wondering, make you wonder, like, how do 10 different kids from 10 different schools get caught doing the same copycat mess, one behind the other? You know what I mean? It's crazy. I'm gonna have you switch real quick. Go ahead.
I'm looking right here on this list. In the second list, and it got down to Francis Howell. You know they don't play about Francis Howell. Francis Howell is where the uppity people got them devils going. Francis Howell School District is where all the money from St. Louis public schools and all the NACRE money is funneled into. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When our textbooks and walls are closing in, we ain't got no air conditioning and poor food choices. All that money goes to Francis Howell.
Yeah.
Now you threaten Francis Howell heads to the road. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why they feel about to charge these NACREs for their kids out there in these counties acting up.
Right.
Because, like we said, Rittner is St. John. That's the original county Brown. Come on, man. They not playing.
Yeah.
Y'all want to fight around out here in Rittner? We're going to show you.
Right.
And then the fines. Okay? Them fines going to turn into just like the stipulations with the, child support. You can't pay. You gonna get some jail time.
Right.
They're gonna take your driver's license. They're gonna do something.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't that horrible? Yeah. To where a brother, if he can't pay a monetary amount, and then actually that's illegal in this country.
Yeah.
For any man, any woman to go to prison for owing a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
They made that illegal in this country, but went to work with that pen of theirs, and made a way around that law and changed the definition of child support from a debt to an obligation debt. Like our oppressor is diabolical. You understand? He is diabolical. He has all the ways around, around his own laws, even right. To where he turned around and said, no, whatever debt you owe, you can't go to jail. But once he found out, hey, this could be real lucrative for us. We can get paid off of this. They went to work and renamed the definition of child support and said, oh, here it is right here. This is something different. This is on another level. This is an obligation debt. This isn't just a normal debt. You see what I'm saying? So, and now you got tons of brothers and now sisters. Now you sisters are getting hit with that child support, and y'all going to jail right behind us. Y'all getting them damn going in and out of court, wasting y'all time having to go see these people every goddamn month. Sometimes twice a month. I've seen and heard of brothers having to go 2 or 3 times a month for this nonsense. When we don't need them people in our business.
Right.
We're not supposed to pay child support. We're supposed to support our children.
Right. Yeah.
And you sisters need to get your minds right. Learn to stay with your goddamn the father of your child versus putting them on child support. That's easy. That's easy to do. Learn to stay with the man. Go ahead, Doc. Go ahead.
They got a bomb threat on the 17 in Ladue in Horton Watkins High School.
Yeah. Yeah. All the county schools are getting them too.
I feel sorry for you niggas, man.
Man,
You fit to pay for that.
You already know.
And you know it ain't no nigger, little black nigger somewhere calling in these threats.
Right.
That's not our people doing that.
Right. You know it. But now give me the next one. Now they did catch one of our people. Now, that's the thing that I hate. Is yeah, it's the next order. Pull the next order.
Oh, they got this picture and everything. Ain't he a juvenile?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You know they usually don't put juveniles' faces on pictures and their names and stuff.
Oh yeah,
they finna make an example. They finna make an example out of them. You know, it's like they with that. Yeah. They with making an example out of us about everything. They don't give a damn. Go ahead, I'll read that.
Teen charged with threats to Hazelwood and other area schools. A teen has been charged Friday with making threats on social media directed at several local schools, many of them which are located in the Hazelwood School District. St. Louis County prosecutors have charged 18-year-old Sean Scott with one count of first-degree terrorist threat. He is confined in St. Louis County Jail on a $50,000 bond. According to the St. Louis County Police news release, Scott created an Instagram account with the username SchoolShooter314 and 618. He used the account to post a picture of two rifles with captions listing upcoming dates and school locations. Most of the locations included the posts are located in the Hazelwood School District. Also included in the caption were dates and school locations in Jennings and St. Louis. Police said the posts were made around 12:42 a.m. Thursday, and the investigation led them to Scott's residence where he was arrested. During the question, police said Scott told officers he knew the post would place thousands of people in fear, and he did so because he was bored and did not want to go to school.
That's why he ended up doing that. Because he was bored out. Ain't that what our oppressors say? Every time they do it, it's because they was bored.
Dang.
Yep. That's why I said we falling right into their hands and in their trap and where they want us and where they want our sons and where they want our daughters to be, which is behind some bars, which is to be criminals in a system. We got to turn around and read that scripture. Give me that Proverbs or something. It's all in the layout. Give me that the one in Proverbs. This is what we got to do for our children, right? We should be tired of our children going into the hands of their system. It's in the layout. No, I'm saying the whole
yeah, I got it.
Yeah, okay, go ahead. Yeah, I got the whole scripture now.
Come. Proverbs chapter 22, 5 and 6. Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward.
Oh yeah, that's it. Come on with it.
He that doth keep his soul shall be far from them.
So read that again. Thorns and what?
Thorns and snares are in the way of the froward.
Thorns and snares are in the way of the difficult. You understand? That's what being froward is. You difficult. You understand? You just cannot seem to help yourself when it comes to keeping the Most High's laws. You just can't do it. Right? So thorns and snares is in the way of the froward, meaning that you're going to walk right into a trap. You're going to walk right into something and you don't even see it. You don't see it. Keep on.
Train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is old, he will not depart from it.
Okay, that's what we need to be doing. Teaching our children about these snares and these traps. Training them up in the right way in which they should go. Like, for instance, you hear in the church, and I used to hear this all the time. Whenever a child would be too much for the parents, First thing I would hear them say, I'm gonna put you in God's hands. That ain't what God said to do. That ain't what God said to do. God gave us wisdom so that we could teach our children how to act. You have an obligation. Them your goddamn kids. What you giving them to God for? What you talking about? I'm gonna put you in God's hands. You got to start teaching them from youth when they're young. That's what the scripture. Give me that in Ecclesiastes. What scripture is that? I just thought of one. 1 second. It's in Ecclesiastes. I think is it 3? 7. Well, hold on 1 second. It's in the Apocrypha. Yeah, Ecclesiastes 30. Well, 7 and 23. This is in several spots. It's in 30 and it's in 7. In chapter 7 and chapter 30.
7 and 23.
Yeah.
Count, sir. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 23.
Give you that one first, and we're gonna go to 30. I'm gonna show you. This is parenting right here in the Bible. All right. You don't go taking your children to God once you feel like you can't handle them. If you have issues, you know what you can do? You can get some counsel. All right. You can get some counsel, and we'll help you with your badass kids. Because those are our little brothers and our little sisters. And we definitely don't want them going into the system. We don't want them committing crimes. And the oppressor, all he wants to do is unalive them anyway. So to keep them safe from all harm, guess what? We'll help you raise your children. We'll help you teach your children properly.
Right.
We'll do that too. All right. Keep going.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 23. Hast thou children?
Do you have any kids? A lot of people ask somebody that, right?
Right.
Brother meet a sister meet a brother. They often ask them, do you have kids? You got kids? You be at work talking to your co-workers. The new person that got hired, and you just sitting down and just talking over, y'all lunch break. Oh, you married? You got kids? Oh, okay. Part of town you stay on? Oh, South Side? Oh, okay. Okay. Something like that. That's how it goes. So, hast thou children? Listen up. For you out here that's got baby's kids. Read.
Instruct them.
You what to them?
Instruct them.
No, put them in the hands of God.
Instruct them.
I'm gonna put you in the hands of the Lord. What it say?
Instruct them.
Instruct them. You have to teach them. And guess what? A parent's job is never done until they become an adult. And then, hell, when they become adults, you still got to instruct them sometimes. They still need a little instructing when they are adults. Because they just don't have it all together sometimes. Some are different than others. Some might be a breeze. Some you turn around and you help them with their homework, boy, you can show them one thing and they got it. And they never need help with their homework again. But another child can turn around and struggle every assignment. But those, nevertheless, them your kids. You must instruct them. Keep going.
And bow down their neck from their youth.
Bow down their neck from their youth. Not when they get old. I've seen that happen. You understand? I remember some of my partners, man. I remember cats was taller than me. You understand? 6 foot damn tall. And the mamas is trying to whoop the damn 16-year-old is damn near 7 feet tall. You understand? Big as a mug. And here you come trying to whoop this damn boy. You did it backwards. You did it backwards. You're supposed to do it when they're young. But a lot of these parents are so into spoiling their kids. Do you even understand what the word spoil means? You're ruining them. That spoiling mess is ruining these kids. And they think it's cute. The parents think the shit is cute. When it's not. Because guess what? All of that spoiling that you're doing, you're not going to like that one day yourself. They're going to get out of hand with you with all of your spoiling. Because you spoiled them. and they're going to do it to you too. All right. So you have something to do with your children, which is instruct them. Now go to go ahead, Bond. Come on with.
And another mistake they make with bad parenting is raising them as like they're equal, like we're friends.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They do that a lot too.
They do. They do. They often try to be friends with their kids.
Yeah.
You know, I remember my mama, boy, she nipped that in the bud real quick. She said, son, I ain't your damn friend. I'm your mama. That was what mama told me. That's what all that white told me. I ain't none of your damn friend. I'm your mama. She nipped that in the bud real quick to where that was not gonna be an issue. I'll tell you. But you're right, Amon. I've seen a lot of parents. I've seen parents to where they even do drugs with their minor children, huh? The minor kids, like they don't even stand a chance, man. Like, what the hell?
I can't imagine smoking a blunt with my mama. I can't even imagine.
Oh my God, I can't either.
That don't even make sense.
I can't either. I kept the things that I was doing away from my mama, not wanting to do it with her. I ain't no man. Hey, we were just a different breed, but I don't think me or you was interested in doing anything with our parents. That was my mama, and that was it. You understand? That was my daddy, and that was it. Wasn't no, oh man, me and my daddy, we finna go get on these hoes. You know what I'm saying? Nah, wasn't none of that, man. We kept that separate. I did that with my partners. I did that with the men that I grew up with, not my damn daddy. You know what I'm saying? So it's a totally different thing. Now it's like the norm now.
Yeah.
It's the norm now to where these parents, they love kicking it and enjoying the company of their damn kids. That's crazy to me, Bob. That's crazy to me. Go ahead. Come on. Yeah, it's 30 and 12.
Ecclesiastes chapter 30, verse 12. Mm-hmm. Bow down his neck while he is young.
So same thing, vice versa. You understand? If you have children, you bow down their neck when they're young. All right. Keep going.
And beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn.
So 1 second, stop. So when it say beat him on the sides, it's just talking about giving them a whooping, right? What they would call her in this society, what they call it, corporal punishment, right? Call it corporal punishment, to where you are allowed as a parent to spank your child, to give your child a whooping, right? To give them a few pops and a few licks, whatever, we used to call it that. You know what I'm saying? My mom, oh my God, that was her favorite thing. I will pop your ass. She would say it all the time. She would go pop my ass if I ain't stop, right? But what do they use? The paint stir stick at Home Depot, the little one. Don't be taking the what you call it? The whoop whoop. The whoop whoop. Okay. Yes, you get that little paint stir stick.
Got it right
and you look, a bond got his with him. He got the whoop whoop. Yes, okay. It's nothing wrong. It's not unlawful for you to pop your child, to give them a whooping. It can't be in excess to where it's abuse. That you cannot do.
Right.
The Bible is okay with you giving your child a whooping to correct them. Being abusive, that's something else. They'll call the police on your ass and you'll go to jail because you're not supposed to be abusing your children, right? You can whoop them. You can use the whoop whoop. You can pop them. You can do that for correction, but you can't do it because you are abusive. All right. So it says, bow down his neck while he is young and beat him on the sides while he is a child. Right. The Bible says to spare the rod, you spoil the child.
Okay.
Meaning that don't be crazy and just whoop on your child for every little damn thing. It don't take all of that. Some things may cause for a whooping. Some things may call for a talk, may call for a timeout, may call for, write your name 1,000 times. The goddamn hand start hurting. They ain't gonna be able to do nothing no more. The damn hand hurt from writing 1,000 times. I will not do this again. You understand? Whatever. Okay? It's not unlawful. And it says to whoop them on the sides every now and again. There's nothing wrong with a child getting a whooping. It's the abuse thing that you're not supposed to do. It's abusing. And keep reading up. It says, lest they wax stubborn. This is what's going to happen if you are not parenting your children properly. This little guy said that he was just bored. That's why he did it. Right. That ain't no shit that I wanted to do when I got bored. I wanted to go outside. I wanted to ride my bike. I wanted to play ball with the cats on the block. I wanted to go do something. I used to want to play catch a girl, get a girl. Boy, when I first moved down there and they was playing that game, I'm looking at all them fine ass girls. I'm like, ooh wee, I can't wait. It's my turn. You understand? I said, what is y'all playing? I saw everybody huddled up. And like I said, I hung around all the older kids. And I turned around because it was just something about the younger ones. It just didn't do nothing for me. I'm looking like, what do I know and what do he know? We the same age. He can't teach me nothing. You understand? So I started hanging around the older kid, all the old heads. And all the teenagers, they all huddled up. They all talking, about 20 of them. Instead of, you know what I'm saying? And then they all just broke and ran. And I said, what the hell? I followed one of them in the goddamn bush. Right. I said, man, what y'all playing? I'm hiding next to him. I'm still playing with him. You know what I'm saying? Play the game, whatever they doing. I'm just following him. And he like, oh, this catch a girl, get a girl. I said, what kind of game is this? And he said, you'll see. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going. And so I'm standing there in the bush with him until he caught a girl. He ran over there. He humped all over, touching all. I said, whoa, what is this? And I said, damn, I can't wait till it's my turn to play. So like I said, that's what they was doing. That's what the older kids was doing when I moved down there. Goddamn, they playing games like that, But when you're not teaching your children properly, and I'm not saying that that's a game that we should teach our children to play. Okay, that is not what I'm saying.
That was just her in St. Louis.
That was her in St. Louis. That went down her in St. Louis. I'm just giving y'all my experience. Of being here in St. Louis. Of being here in the Louis. Okay, Bob know what I'm talking about. You understand? So no, I don't, don't teach your children to play that game. I'm not advocating for it. Just saying this happened. So it says if you're not teaching them, right? If you don't bow their neck when they're young, they said he'll wax stubborn. He's going to become stubborn. And what else? About finish it up.
And be disobedient.
He's going to be disobedient unto thee. Your child is not going to listen to you because you're not teaching them nothing. You think buying them everything is the way to go with your children. No, it's not. You can't buy nobody's love. You can give me some money though. Cap needs some money. Give Cap some money. I got things to do here in St. Louis. Okay. Give me all the money. Don't give it to Baby's kids. Okay? Baby's kid don't appreciate it yet. All right. But he's going to be disobedient unto thee. And what else?
So bring sorrow to thine heart.
He's going to bring sorrow to thine heart. How many kids have made their parents sorry? Made them sorry. Getting phone calls from jail. Turn around to find out you done committed some kind of crime on the block. Or around the block, around the corner, any damn where. Find out you done did something wrong. Find out you been going in mama or daddy's stash and taking you a couple of dollars out the what was up under the mattress. You understand? Do they still keep money under mattresses? I hope not, because everybody know where to go. You understand? But they done found out your little fingers been up under their mattress, taking their money. You're going to bring sorrow. when your child is going to bring you sorrow when you're not raising them properly. When you're not raising them properly, you can bet your bottom dollar on that. That's what the Bible say. They're going to bring, so they're going to be stubborn. They're going to be disobedient unto you, and they're going to bring you sorrow.
Right.
So that's what that little brother brought. Sorrow onto his parents, man.
Yep.
For him simply being bored. That's ridiculous. I said, bring him to the ISUPK. We'll have some work for him to do. Give him some push-ups, run some hills, or we'll make him exercise to where he'll have a lot of shit to do then. He'll have something to do. He won't be bored anymore. Yeah, all right. Go give me the next article, Bob. Oh, matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it is. Let me see. Open up the next one. It should be down. Let's see.
Counter service.
Yeah, that's the right one. Go ahead.
Police investigating St. Louis looting following execution.
Man, a brother by the name of Marcellus Williams was put to death here in St. Louis by the state of Missouri, right? Which they say they had no evidence for. Now, I found an article where they claim they did, and we're gonna read that, and then we're gonna read the other article after that. But they turned around and go ahead, read some more.
Police are looking to cause for chaos on social media in the wake of Tuesday evening execution of 55-year-old Marcellus Williams at the state prison in Bonne Terre. Looting has temporarily closed and stored the kids' Foot Locker on Grand and Page Boulevards in North St. Louis. Police can't say for sure if there's a connection, but they do know this. Shortly after the execution, there was an uptick in social media chatter about looting St. Louis stores in response. Shortly after that came the break-in and looting at the kids' Foot Locker store where large boards now covered the shattered window.
Right. Give me the next article. So what happened was social media, and of course, the police department, the government, all these, special ops and all these different, crime stopper organizations and departments, they're watching social media, right? So when you post something like, we finna tear this place up, or, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, whatever the reason is, being angry, I understand, because I hate to see an innocent brother or sister be mistreated in this place too. I hate what I saw on that video with Sonya Massey. I hate what I saw that happened with that sister Sandra Bland. I hate what I saw on that video of that 12-year-old kid, Tamir Rice, that was playing with a toy gun in a park. You know what I'm saying? I hate that. You understand? For me to see what happened to a little kid, a drive-by be done on a 12-year-old playing with a toy. Boy, that was terrible. That was terrible. The white person that made the phone call to the police, they said on the phone, I think it's a kid, he has a gun. I think it's a toy. I just want to be sure. That's what they said. That's what they said. They let the cops know, they let the dispatch know that it's possibly a toy. This person, and it was a kid, and this person was not alarmed. Right. They was not alarmed. They weren't whispering like, "Oh my God, he has a gun." You understand? They said, "I think it's a toy. I just want to make sure it's a toy." That's what they said to the dispatch. And this cop, these two cops pulled up because it was the one on the passenger side. He jumped out of the moving vehicle and gunned this 12-year-old kid down for playing with a toy. This hell lot.
Yes, sir.
This place is not our rest. I don't know why you Negroes trying to get so comfortable here, voting and smoking all the weed and all the drugs that you can, and envying your oppressor to the point to where you want to be just like them. I don't understand you. This place makes me hate it. I hate the things that me and my people are going through, whether it's happened to me personally or not. Whether the police are planting drugs on me or not, they're doing it to my brothers and sisters. Whether the police is pulling me out of my vehicle and slamming me across the hood, they're doing it to my brothers and sisters. Whether it happened to my 12-year-old child or my brothers and sisters, it happened to one of my little brothers and sisters. A 12-year-old child was playing with a toy. Meanwhile, you have white people that play with real guns and go and commit real crimes with them. Dylan Storm Roof, they apprehended him. How many people was in that church he shot and killed? 9? 9 or 11? He did 9 or 11 people in a church that all they was doing was just singing songs. What the hell did they do to you?
Right.
They in a so-called praising Jesus. What did they do to you? You understand? And this coward's reason for doing what he did told us they're taking all of the women. You punk, if you can't get no woman, that's on you. That's on you. What they say when you get John, little ugly ass boy? Right. You understand? That's on you, little ugly ass white boy. Mad because you can't get a woman, so you're gonna go unalive some people in the damn church that ain't did nothing to you. They ain't bothered you, ain't even thought about you. But you're gonna unalive these folks. And then the police apprehended him, Abon. I saw the video. You saw it? Where they was telling him. Yeah, and took him to go get him something to eat. Yeah. He said, man, he said, after that killing spree, I'm hungry. Yeah. And they said, sure, what would you like to eat? He said, Burger King. And they said, sure, have it your way. Right. And took him to go get him something to eat. That's what happened with our oppressors. That's how they get treated in this place. You understand? But us, meanwhile, oh man, the innocent of ours get mistreated. Go.
You got a hard, crusty, stale bologna sandwich.
Oh man,
that's what you
man.
Ain't got no friends.
And a honey bun, a honey bun, and a like you said, a hard cold bologna sandwich. Damn. And a cup of juice. Good damn night. Yep. That is ridiculous. Yeah. But Dylan Storm Roof, he got apprehended. Yeah. But that kid, Tamir Rice, was playing with a toy. Mm-hmm. He was playing with a toy, y'all. This punk shot a, how old was that lady? 90 years old? A 90-year-old lady. I think she was like 86, 90, whatever it was. She was 90 years old. This bastard shot a 90-year-old woman. All of them was innocent, but a 90-year-old lady. He sat there, reloaded, and pointed the gun at the 90-year-old lady and made sure that he blasted her. But he was apprehended. But this child and so many other brothers and sisters have been unalive, had no gun at all, hadn't even committed a crime. Haven't even committed a crime, and they're no longer here. They're no longer here. Give me that next article. Read that next.
Missouri executes Marcellus Williams, despite calls from the victim's family to spare his life.
Mm-hmm. The family of the victim. What was her name? Shit, I forgot her name. Leisha something. See if we find it in there for me. But they turned around and they said that they wanted his
Lisa Gale, sir.
Yeah, Lisa Gale. There you go. They wanted his sentence to go from death penalty to life. This is what the victims were saying. The family member of the victims. This is what they were saying. All right. Go ahead, Abon. Read it.
Despite protestations from the prosecutor's office, they sent him to death row and anti-death penalty advocates, as well as calls for clemency from the victim's family. The two men famously convicted by the Missouri justice system for murders they did not commit. The state executed Marcellus Williams late Thursday afternoon.
That was Tuesday.
Salaki.
That's right.
Tuesday afternoon.
Come on with it. Keep going.
Williams, 55, died via a lethal dose of pentobarbital. The execution was carried out just after 6 p.m. on September 24th at Eastern Reception Diagnostic and Correctional Center in Bonne Terre, Missouri. He was declared unalive at 6:10 p.m. Earlier that day, Williams released his final statement. All praise be to Allah in every situation.
Good doggone night.
Dang.
Just think about that. You about to you about to take your last damn breath. What they call the Green Mile, the Long Mile, whatever that movie was.
Big ride.
Yeah.
You about to take the big ride.
Yeah. That's terrible.
Yeah.
That is terrible. And then now skip down to that to
Salaki.
Let me see. It's another. Oh, go ahead.
The family wanted clemency.
They did. The victim's family.
Yeah.
Not his family.
The victim's family.
Yeah. The victim's family called for that. Yeah.
They wanted them free.
And we're gonna get into it.
Okay.
Now they ain't want him totally free. They wanted him to get clemency from the death sentence. So they wanted to settle for just life.
So basically,
they still wanted him in there.
Yeah, they still.
Yeah, but they was trying to settle for.
Come on, man.
Yeah, they was settling for life. Yeah, you know it is.
That's the devil, right?
You know it is, and they didn't have any evidence. We're gonna get to it, but go to right up under the picture with her and him. Williams was convicted. Go ahead.
Williams was convicted of first-degree murder in the August 1998 stabbing death of Alicia Gale. During a robbery of her suburban St. Louis home, he had long maintained his innocence.
He long maintained his innocence as well. The same way when you brought it out about the other brother, Larry Griffin. He maintained his innocence. Oftentimes, a lot of our people make a mistake in wanting to go home so bad, they'll just admit, and then knowing that they are innocent. And then it's hardly no way around that when you give an admission to guilt. So if you have not committed the crime, stand your ground, man. Stand your ground, remain innocent, maintain your innocence, and never bend, never bow, never get weak. Just think about it. This brother lost his life for something that he's saying that he didn't do. But we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into the article just a little bit more. Keep reading.
Williams was unalive despite questions his attorneys raised over jury selection at his trial and the handling of evidence in the case. His clemency petition focused heavily on how Gale's relatives wanted Williams' sentence commuted to life without the possibility of parole.
There you go. I told you. They ain't want free. They wanted him to, they just figured that he didn't deserve to be put to death. This is what they said. You understand?
But some nigga got to.
Yeah, he got to go though.
Got to take it.
Yeah, somebody. Yeah, somebody got to. Somebody has to be responsible for this.
Nah, what would they would say, Cap? We need closure.
We what?
We need closure.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Closure.
Oh yeah. And they gonna get their closure.
Yeah.
Whether you did it or not.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yes, you are right. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Last month, Gale's relatives gave their blessings to an agreement between the St. Louis County Prosecutor Attorney's Office and Williams' attorneys to commute the sentence to life in prison. But acting on an appeal from Missouri Attorney General Andrew Bailey's office, the state Supreme Court nullified the agreement.
So they went and made an agreement.
Yes, sir.
And they turned around and nullified it.
Yes, sir.
Keep going.
Chico Rajo Bushnell, Williams' attorney and executive director of the Midwest Innocence Project, filed an emergency appeal with the U.S. Supreme Court on Tuesday morning seeking a stay of execution That appeal was denied just over an hour before the execution.
Keep going.
That's torture.
Yeah, it
is. Gail, a social worker who previously worked as a report for the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, was found stabbed to death inside her home in August 1998. Her purse and her husband's laptop were stolen. Investigators and prosecutors claim Williams broke a window pane to get inside the home, heard water running in the shower, and found a Lord's butcher knife. When Gail came downstairs, they say Williams stabbed her 43 times and left the knife in her throat.
Keep read this next part.
Prosecutors said Williams confessed to the killings to his former girlfriend after she found Gail's purse in Williams' car. She also said Williams threatened to kill her and her family if she told anyone about it.
Keep going.
A jailhouse informant also testified that Williams bragged about the murder to him.
Keep reading.
Defense attorneys then and now said the girlfriend and informant were convicted felons only interested in reward money.
Stop right there. So, and they don't have any evidence of that purse and that laptop. You understand? They didn't find that on him. Okay, this is what she claimed she saw because it was some reward money. The cat in the cell with him claimed he confessed to him because there was a reward out. You understand? For any information. So, but read what his lawyer said.
However, Governor Mike Parsons' statement said the girlfriend never inquired about the money, and the informant provided investigators with details about the crime that were never made public. Following Monday's rejection of the appeal, St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney Wesley Bell, who was not involved in the original case, said in a statement that his office still had questions about the integrity of Williams' conviction.
Okay, so now they still got questions because now they claim that this informant had information that was not released to the public. So it had to have been Marcellus that told him this. It has to be true, right? And then your woman is telling us that she found the purse of the victim in your car, and then he said, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you if you say anything to anybody, you and your family," right? And they're saying the defense is saying it was all for the money,
right?
Okay, so now I think it's a little more I want you to read on that. Go ahead.
So they don't have a physical laptop or purse.
No, so far I hadn't seen or heard any evidence of any of it. We gonna get to it. It's close. We gonna get to that in the next one.
Point being,
go ahead.
Next article.
Yes, in the next article.
I'm gonna wait.
I got you. It's right there. Look, the suspense is killing me. The suspense is killing me too. But we're gonna go ahead.
I was telling you about how I was listening to Mark Cox morning show.
Yes, I remember that.
They was talking about how
they
had that. They were saying these right wing extremist racist people. Mark Cox morning show here in St. Louis was saying that they had that he was caught with it.
Okay,
that's what they said.
Okay, I ain't find that yet.
I ain't find
it, and we got something even more prevalent other than a personal laptop. Just wait. Read the next one. Read the next paragraph.
All right.
Because this is what Wesley Bell, this is his response. This is why he's saying his department has more questions, right? They keep reading.
Following Monday's rejection of the appeal.
Right, what's it? Even for those who disagree.
Come.
Go ahead.
Even for those who disagree on the death penalty, when there is a shadow of a doubt of any defendant's guilt, the irreversible punishment of execution should not be an option. Bell said, as the St. Louis County prosecutor, our office has questions about Mr. Williams' guilt, but also about the integrity of the conviction.
Okay, so not only is he questioning, you know, uh the how they, come concluding this, he got questions about his conviction, like him being convicted of this crime, right? The whole thing. So he got questions about all of it, the way that the case was presented, the things that happened, the evidence, everything. And then now he got questions about him actually being sentenced to death because of this. All right. Read a little more.
Parson, however, disagreed. The
Mm-hmm.
governor, a former county sheriff who had not granted clemency for capital punishment during his entire tenure as the state's chief executive, said Williams received ample consideration from the justice system.
So what he's talking about is all of the different appeals. Jump to the next one. All of the different appeals that he, was allowed. The state allows you so many appeals, on your case. And he's saying that they're saying that he exhausted them all. They're saying he went through every last option that he had to reverse his sentence, his judgment. They're saying he exhausted them all. All right. So now let's read that next article. Give me that next article.
Missouri executes Marcellus Williams despite prosecutors' opposition.
Mm-hmm.
Despite St. Louis County Prosecutor Attorney Wesley Bell's opposition, Missouri executed Marcellus Williams Tuesday for the 1998 underlying that consistently maintained he did not commit. Marcellus Williams should be alive today, Mr. Bell said in a statement shortly after the execution. If there is even a shadow of a doubt of innocence, the death penalty should never be an option. This outcome did not serve the interests of justice.
I agree. Keep reading though, because we finna get to it now, to where your question was at.
Prosecutors work to correct manifest injustice. In January, the St. Louis County Prosecutor's Office filed a 63-page motion to vacate Mr. Williams' 2001 conviction in the underlying of a journalist in her home. The prosecuting attorney.
Now, this is the prosecutor that filed this. The prosecutor is trying to turn this thing around in his brother's favor to where he will at least not get put to death. All right, keep going.
The prosecuting attorney wrote that new DNA evidence increasing doubts about the credibility of the new state's key witnesses.
Now, stop right there. Read that again, brother. Read that sentence again. Read it nice and loud, and read it slow for the folks so they can hear it and understand what happened, what took place. Now, granted, how long was it? Back in the 90s, they didn't have a lot of the technology and stuff that they have today, right? So they went back into his case and researched the evidence that they had, right, that they collected, because evidence stays, you know what I'm saying, somewhere, wherever they hold it at, in the goddamn department, in the office, in wherever the hell it's at, it is there in the evidence room, you understand, at the departments. It stays there forever, right? They even put it in something to where it could last, where they'll be able to check it again and again and again and again and again if they have to. Climate
control conditions.
Absolutely. Yeah. Damn right. This ain't just no warehouse they put this stuff in. It'd be hot as hell in there, no air, and just a bunch of junk boxes and all. No, they keep this stuff safe to where they can go and check it again if they need to. Okay. And this is where the evidence was placed at. They reach. Read it again. Read it again, brother.
The prosecuting attorney wrote that new DNA
evidence, right? Keep going.
Increasing doubts.
It did what?
Increasing doubts.
It increased doubt. Keep going.
About the credibility of the state's key witness.
So the state's key witness is the witness against the brother Marcellus Williams. This person is the key witness. This is the one that this is the main witness out of all of the witnesses. They said, wait a minute, the credibility of their original statement versus now what we done found with this DNA, it casts more doubt to where they're not believing what the key witness said. The key witness that helped this brother get this conviction would question it like, well, wait a second now. Hold on. This person said what? Versus this evidence that we're looking at now? Right. Keep on, bro.
And constitutional defects, including ineffective counsel, racially discriminatory jury selection at trial, compel him to ask the city court to correct this manifest injustice.
So this brother was not, and most of our brothers and sisters, damn, all of them, man, all of them face this kind of stuff when you go in the court. This is why Commanding General YAHANNA teaches brothers and sisters to not be criminals. That way we can go to court as less as possible. The crimes you are committing because you have been oppressed, we understand, but now it's time to stop. Because this is what you're going to face when you go to court. Racial discrimination. A jury that they pick, that they know is racist. They pick people that somebody unalive their loved one. It don't even have to be by a black person. It could be just by some criminal unaliving their family member, and then they put you in front of this person, and they're just looking at this criminal that unalive somebody else's family member. They do that stuff on purpose. It's at all the courts, all the proceedings, all of the judges, all the juries, all of it. This is what all of our people face when they go to court. When they go to court, I don't give a damn how nice and well-mannered you are and poised and all of that. They don't care. They don't care. The evidence was lacking back then, and the evidence still lacked to this day. They was able to check the evidence from back then, and it lacked. It lacked. Go ahead, Abon. Keep going. Read that next one.
A lot of physical evidence was collected at the crime scene.
Not just a little bit. It said a lot of evidence. They had a lot of evidence way back then from the crime scene. When the incident happened, a lot of evidence was collected. Keep going.
Including the murder weapon.
So you got the murder weapon, the damn knife that they said she got stabbed with a 48 times. 43 goddamn times. So you got the knife. Keep going.
Bloody shoe prints and fingerprints.
Bloody shoe prints and fingerprints. Oh. They've been having fingerprints for the longest, about. They didn't have fingerprints for the longest. So they not just knew today when they checked for them fingerprints, them bloody fingerprints. They knew back then them bloody fingerprints did not belong to that brother. Dang. Keep going. So you got the knife, you got the shoe prints, you got the fingerprints. Keep going.
And hairs on the victim's
you got hair on the victim's t-shirt. The person that did it left their hair all over the lady's goddamn shirt bar. Come on out. Come on, read it.
Her hands and the floor did not match her or her husband.
The hands, her hands or her husband's hands did not match the hands that was on the floor. That was in all the blood. I mean, just imagine stabbing somebody 43 goddamn times. Like, god damn, you going crazy in there. You going berserk in there. I'm sure the lady was fighting. So you fighting, you're falling, you get blood, and you steady sticking her. You got blood jumping out and squeezing every damn where. And you dropping your hand all over the place. You got your hand all over her clothes where you stabbing her at. Or actually, they said she was naked. You know, since she was in the shower. So she may have had on clothes. She may have had on a robe. She may have put something on. May or may not. I don't know if it got to that point. But still, nevertheless, while you sticking her and touching her, you leaving your prints everywhere. Damn. You got a hand on the floor, Abon. Just imagine this. I'm describing this so people can see what this brother actually was faced up against. Not just the victim. Right? Nobody wants anybody to die. If everybody would follow Commanding General YAHANNA, everybody would live. Right. Everybody would live if they kept the laws of God. But they don't. They don't. So now This is the hell that we in. So this white woman lost her life. Guess what? We don't even want white people to lose their lives either. Right. I thought we was this cult about it. We just want to kill whitey. Oh my God. Oh my God. We don't want nobody to damn die. Yeah. If it was under the general's watch, everybody would live. Right. Everybody would. But just imagine this going on in your head for 1 second and think about what the evidences they're coming up with. The handprint on the ground, on the floor, I mean. The fingerprints on the woman, the hair on the woman. Oh, it said she had a shirt on. It said it was hair on her shirt. So she had on clothes. Okay. So just think. So we got a lot of evidence that was collected upon. You got all the evidence. The damn knife. Yeah. Fuck that goddamn purse and that goddamn laptop. You got the knife. You got prints. You got her. What else they say they got? And shoe prints. Shoe prints. You got all the evidence like you just said. Keep going.
None of it can be tied to Mr. Williams, the prosecutor.
No. This is the prosecutor. Okay. This is the prosecutor, the one that is in charge of putting you in prison when you commit a crime. The prosecutor said, don't none of it match Mr. Williams. Now, how is it? How did this brother commit this unalive? And how did he murder this woman if his print ain't on the knife, the bloody goddamn knife, the fingerprints on the knife, the handprint on the ground, the shoe prints? He don't have no pair of shoes that match the shoes that he had. Wasn't his goddamn size. If the shoe don't fit, you must have quit. Come on, man. They had plenty of evidence. They had it all right then and there. But like you said, somebody has to pay. Some nigger has to pay for this. Some nigger did this. And you know, like I know about, white people are notorious for putting their wives and their husbands to death for policies. Yeah. That ain't nothing new. That been happening since I was a kid too, since before that. But I remember hearing it as a kid. I used to hear it quite often when I was a kid about how some white man got some young white woman, a whore in most cases, and turned around and had to get rid of that wife to be with that whore. Yep. And he unalived her. So the prince didn't match her or her husband or the brother who just was put to death for it, man. His prints didn't even match the hand that was found on the ground. So how in the hell did he commit this crime then? He couldn't have. His hand wasn't on the knife. He wasn't the one that stabbed her. He couldn't. It's a lot. Come on, man. You just said
they've been unaliving each other. Them heathens.
Yeah.
For money and all that.
Yeah.
And that sounded personal to be stabbed that many times. Went to the butcher, left in the neck.
Yes.
That's personal.
Yes.
That's like a
43 times.
Give it to her and leave it sticking out her damn neck.
Yeah. No, seriously. I get exactly where you coming from. Yeah. I can hear a call like that. Yeah. To where you hiring somebody to pull this hit. And like you said, this is personal. That was personal. This wasn't no person that's committing a crime, breaking in a house. And then all of a sudden, the owner comes out and scared the damn criminal, and the criminal react. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't that at all. It wasn't that at all. This was too many times. Like I said, those are called like crimes of passion, right? Yep. To where a person, when you overkill, when you stab somebody 40-something times, when you shoot somebody 1,000 damn times, you just keep reloading and shooting and unloading. You just keep that's on a different level. That's on a different level about. That's why I stopped you when you was asking that question, because I knew you was going there, and it was explanation is right here in the next article. Because when I started researching it out, I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute! He told his woman he did it. Damn fool! He had the purse." Like, oh my God, brother. You told the brother you was in the cell with? You understand? I'm saying that to myself as I'm researching. But then when I go a little more, and I find that the prosecutor is trying to get this brother off of this death sentence to where he at least won't get put to death because he didn't commit the crime. He didn't do the stabbing. The prints don't match his that was on the scene. So if you claim that he was in this house, unalived this lady, and stole her purse and her laptop and her husband's laptop, then guess what? Bloody prints should be on every goddamn thing. It should be on the purse. It should be on the laptop. Why wasn't no bloody prints on the purse? Why wasn't no bloody prints on the laptop? Why was it on the knife, on her, on the floor, but no damn where else? Because if you pick the knife, I'm sure you ain't washed your goddamn hand. You just stabbed somebody 40-some times. If your thing was to steal, you got to get it and go. Especially after you just did that. Somebody had time here. Somebody had time, Bond. Go ahead. Oh, come on with it.
That's why we can proclaim that ISUPK is the home of the truth. But we just broke it down that how these devils on the Mark Cox morning show can lie and hold themselves not guilty.
You know we going there. You know we going there.
And it also said that they will hold themselves not guilty, and just like they doing, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They know this brother did not have no evidence. They lied on this show that's broadcast all over the damn country and the world.
Yeah.
And said that they got the damn. That's why I had told you.
I know.
They said they had the.
I know.
And the laptop.
I know, but you see how they said they got the person in the laptop, right?
Yeah.
The woman, she claimed
but
she
on
saw
this radio show.
That's
what they claim the fame of him receiving. The person in the laptop is all they kept saying. The person in the laptop.
I know.
Ain't no person, no laptop.
Mm-hmm.
You hold yourself guilty and
yeah. Innocent brother just was put to death, man.
Man,
innocent
so
brother.
That I forgot my other point. But
come on with it. But when you remember, just let me know. You can come back. So like read the next one though. Read the next paragraph, brother. Cause it ain't none. It ain't none. It ain't none at all. This was horrible, man. And so many of our people go through this. I got a story of a brother that did 32 years of his life behind bars for a crime he didn't commit against a white woman here. But this, I don't even need to explain that one in this case. This one right here takes the cake. This one right here takes the goddamn cake. I don't even have to bring that one up this time. Keep going. Read that out.
Family of Marcellus.
Oh no, not the next article. To sit the next paragraph, because I want you still in that one first. Mm-hmm. I want you to read this. We just a few minutes over the time. We're gonna go over just a little bit. Bear with us, y'all. I got to bring this information out. I got to bring this out. This is important. This is important to see what our people have been going through for years, man, and what we are faced with when we go to their courts and when we are in their systems. That was the whole point of me reading the article that I read first about schools and the threats and the little teenage brother that committed the threats. I don't want him to be a Marcellus Williams. I don't want him to be a damn Larry Griffin. I don't want him to be so many innocent brothers and sisters that lose their life at the hands of these goddamn devils, man. This is why we got to teach our children properly, man. You got the right after the highlighted one. There you come on with it. Come on.
Mr. Williams was excluded.
He was what?
Excluded.
He was what?
Excluded.
He was what?
Excluded.
Keep on.
As the source of the footprints.
The footprints was not his.
And hairs.
The hairs was not his.
The The
fingerprints was not his.
And male DNA.
And male DNA that was found on the goddamn handle of the knife was not his. That's why I said what I said. Fuck that laptop and that purse. You got greater evidence right here, the knife, the damn murder weapon. You got a print next to the body. You got a print on the body. You got hair on the body. You don't need no goddamn purse. You don't need no laptop. You got all of this. And it excluded this brother from all of it, man. The white man is the goddamn devil the Bible speaks of, man. Right. And they put this brother to death, even though the prosecutor came out and said, we don't have the evidence that we thought we had. We need to stop this. And they appealed it. He showed this to their family, to the victim's family, because, you know, the prosecutor works with the damn victims. That's right. He showed this to them and said, wait a minute now, hold on. We got all of this evidence that was collected. It said a lot of evidence was collected. I agree. That's a lot of evidence for the wrong person to get accused and put to death for the crime. You got all the evidence that you fucking need. Keep reading the Bible.
With no direct evidence linking Mr. Williams to the crime.
No direct evidence linking him to the crime. They ain't had no goddamn person behind. They ain't had no laptop behind. They ain't had his fingerprint behind. They ain't had his shoe print behind. They didn't have his male DNA that said this is Marcellus Williams behind. They didn't have none of that on his brother. All of it excluded him. And with no evidence linking him to the crime. Go ahead, keep going.
The state's case depended on two unreliable witnesses.
The state's case was on two unreliable witnesses. And you know our oppressor is good for that. Right. He good for putting unreliable people on the damn stand. Look at what's that white woman that said that what's her name whistled at her? What was her name? That brother that damn, I forgot his name.
Young brother down.
Yeah, I forgot his damn name. Emmett Till, yes. She turned around and she was the star and the key witness to the prosecution, right? And then what did she say? What did she admit to years later? I lied on that boy. He ain't did nothing to me. You understand? She lied on him. So they got two unreliable witnesses that claim Marcellus Williams is the one that did it. Keep going, Doc. And we can find out who those two witnesses are. Who are the two witnesses? Who is the first one?
Jailhouse informant who claimed that Mr. Williams confessed to him.
Unreliable. He don't even have none of his fingerprints ain't on the knife. So how did this brother tell you, yeah, I killed her? And he said he joked and laughed about it. I don't believe that brother was joking and laughing at all about none of this. Because as far as the evidence is concerned, he's innocent. And if you don't have any proof of you don't have any evidence of a person committing a crime, you can't say they're guilty of it. Right. You have to have some evidence. And that's what Wesley Bell was saying. Because he heard what the prosecutor brought out. Right. He heard the prosecutor. No, that's his office. You understand? He was a prosecutor and he's something else. Now he just made something else. But he's a former prosecutor. And he turned around and he know how it go. He know how it worked. And when he found out, oh, you don't have evidence? The fingerprints ain't his? Without a shadow of a doubt, you got to let this brother go. You can't put him to death for this crime. That jailhouse informant is a liar. They lied on his brother. Yeah. They lied on his brother. Go ahead.
You need to be getting some more time for that.
Man, I'm telling you. Everybody involved. America needs to, Missouri, not only Missouri, but America needs to go to jail for their fucking crimes too.
Right.
The state of Missouri needs to go to jail for their crimes against Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian people.
That's right.
They all need to be locked the hell away and throw away the key. You don't even have no key to even open the goddamn door for them. Let them shit and piss and eat and do everything they got to do in their goddamn cell of theirs. Throw away the key to where they never get out. They don't need no wreck. They don't need no phone call. They don't need shit. They put an innocent brother to death. And the prosecutor went and checked that evidence and found out that, oh no, he didn't do this. And you know what? They could have checked the fingerprint a long time ago, Bob. Because you can watch old black and white movies where they take your goddamn fingerprint. They've been having that type of evidence forever. And all they would have to do is just put your finger on some ink. You understand? It's a hand. Put your hand in some ink and put it on paper and follow the goddamn lines and see do it match. Now they can do it real sophisticated. They can turn around and scan it. They can scan your hand. You understand? And they can see if it matches the lines and the damn swirls match that print that was on that floor. Oh, there's ways to do it. They got the technology to do it. So this jailhouse informant is a liar. He lied on his brother. Who was the next one, LeBron?
Come. Mr. Williams' girlfriend claims she saw Mr. Williams with the victim's laptop. Both implicated Mr. Williams because they wanted reward money and shorter sentences in their own cases.
So this is what happened here. Those two people were criminals as well. His woman and the goddamn jailhouse informant. And they just came out and said, because there was no laptop.
Right.
He didn't have a laptop, Bob. He didn't have a purse, Bob. They lied. They lied, brother. They lied on this man. What no goddamn laptop? Fuck she talking about? She saw him with the laptop. And he said he was gonna kill me if I told somebody. Stop it. If he was that, he would have did her too. He would have did her too, Bob. If that's what he was about. It wouldn't have been no, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you too. You tell anybody. You went right to the court and told. You went right to the court and told. The brother didn't even do it. The two unreliable witnesses was that jailhouse informant and that damn nasty ass ex-girlfriend of his that went to these people and lied on this brother, all because she was facing a felony herself to try to get lesser damn time. I ain't doing that to nobody, man. I'm up under Commander General YAHANNA. First of all, I don't commit crimes, so I would never be a criminal. I don't steal, I ain't gonna kill, I ain't gonna rob, I ain't gonna rape and molest, I ain't gonna do none of those things. So you'll never have to worry about that. But if I did commit a crime, I'm not gonna turn around and it was him. I'm not gonna turn around and point you out because I committed a crime, knowing that I'm lying about. Like, how is this woman and this man, whoever this brother was that was in jail with him, gonna feel knowing that they put an innocent man, a brother, about another brother that was totally innocent? Totally innocent. You put this brother to death. You helped the state. You helped the state of Missouri put to death an innocent man. All because you had a felony? Because you bargained for less time and some damn reward money? It ain't that serious to me, Obama. It ain't that serious to me. Read a little more. Go ahead. Come on with it.
New evidence further undermined the witness's credibility. Sworn statement. Hold up. On the top. New evidence further undermined the witness's credibility. Prosecutors wrote. Sworn statements from his own family state the jailhouse informant made up the story about Mr. Williams to get the reward money.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. That's what he did. That's what he did.
His own family put him under, shot him under the butt.
That's what he did. I'm gonna finish reading. It says, and evidence emerged that Mr. Williams had gotten the laptop from his girlfriend, who had her own financial and personal motives to implicate him. The laptop that he got, she gave it to him, man. Like, this is complete. This is evil work right here, boy. Oh, this is evil work. I don't know if y'all listening and paying attention out there, but I'm gonna read it again just in case you didn't. It says, new evidence further undermined the witness's credibility, prosecutors wrote. Sworn statements from his own family state the jailhouse informant made up the story about Mr. Williams to get the reward money. This dumbass dude called home and said, man, I'm finna get paid. Finna get paid, dog. I just lied on this dude. I just said, yeah, he told me about it. And they gave me the reward money. That's what he did. He bargained. Hey, I got some information. Shorten my time. Give me the reward money. I'll tell you everything you need to know. That's what he did. That's what he did. And his family turned around and did the right thing by telling the truth. You're not supposed to bear false witness on nobody, man. This brother is faced not with 10 years, 20 years of life. This brother he was faced with being executed, unalived. And this bastard turned and lied on this brother all to get some money in lesser time. Then it says, and evidence emerged that Mr. Williams had gotten the laptop from his girlfriend, who had her own financial and personal motives to implicate him. She is the one that gave him the laptop. She did. How she get it? How she get this laptop out? Not no damn. I saw the laptop in a person in his trunk in his car. No, she handed it to him. Marcellus Williams never had a damn laptop in a purse. His girlfriend gave him the damn thing. And then it says, this never before considered evidence, when paired with the relative paucity of other credible evidence supporting guilt, as well as additional considerations of ineffective assistance of counsel and racial discrimination in jury selection, the prosecuting attorney's office wrote, cast inexorable doubt in Mr. Williams' conviction and sentence. But I can go on and on with this goddamn article. You know, it's telling everything. It's right there. I don't think we need to go any further. This is coming from the prosecutor himself. Not nobody what they guessed and what they thought and all of that. This brother was completely innocent. Completely innocent, man. No evidence tied him to that crime whatsoever. And this brother, he is gone. He is no longer here, an innocent brother. And they ready to go vote, ain't they, Yvonne? Like you said, where the Christians at on the outrage of this? Where they speaking at? What are they saying about this? Nothing. They ain't saying nothing. Why? Because they don't even give a damn. You freaks for Jesus don't even care that an innocent brother lost his life. Another one. You don't even care that innocent sisters lose their lives here in this system. You don't even care that our people are faced, oh my God, the worst unaliver, the worst person ever in the world. And they don't care. They just sing their songs, man, and clapping to Jesus. They're at church right now, singing and clapping to Jesus.
They go eat all the pork.
Oh my God, you already know. You already know they got the pork chops thawed out in the sink.
Yeah.
They thawed out, sitting in the sink, waiting on Big Mama to come home, rinse them off, and fry them up. That's all y'all worried about.
Yep.
You don't even give a damn about our youth that's out here that's bored and have nothing to do because you ain't raising them right, and they out here committing crimes and making threats in school. You don't give a damn about your kid and no other kid of ours. You don't give a damn about this brother that lost his life for no apparent reason. You could care less. Give me them scriptures in that layout, and then we go. Yep, man. When I found that one, I said, "Oh my God," pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie, I was pissed off because you're not innocent until proven guilty here when you're black. When you're black, Hispanic, and Native Indian, oh, they make ways to make you guilty. They find ways to make you guilty when you're not tied to the crime at all. And the brother maintained his innocence, and I thank God that he did. And I wish that shit would have spared his life. I wish the efforts of that prosecutor, it would have worked. But we're dealing with an animal. You understand? We're dealing with an animal who cannot control himself, man. Our oppressor cannot control himself, and he doesn't. And when it comes to us, all he wants is blood. That's it. That's all he wants. That's all he cares about is blood of ours, that is. Not the vampire on the movies. He's going around biting necks and toes and shit. No, he wants to see the blood of blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians be spilled all over the place. Even for things that we haven't even done. This is insane. You got the scripture out? Come on with it, boy.
Isaiah 42 and 22. This is a people robbed and spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
They are all of them snared in the hole.
Mm-hmm.
They are hid in prison houses.
They hid in prison. This brother been locked up all this time, man, for something he didn't even do. And they knew back then he didn't do it. They knew back then that he didn't commit this crime, man. This people is robbed and spoiled. We've been robbed of every damn thing. Our identity is the most precious of all. Who we actually are as a people. We've been robbed of that. We've been robbed of our freedom here. And we've been spoiled, man. This brother got put to death for no reason. Didn't even commit the crime, man. And you Negroes is finna go vote? They finna go vote upon. As if voting is gonna fix these white people sitting in these offices lying on black people. A vote don't fix that. It's been going on since forever. You ain't gonna vote your way to goddamn freedom. That's not how it works. We need to separate from them, man. We need to stop playing in their system. This brother didn't even do anything. He hadn't even committed a crime and got placed in their system. All because of someone else. This brother got lied on, man. This is terrible. Sat in prison all this time to die. To be put to death for something he didn't do. Can you imagine what that is like? Can you imagine sitting in a cell every goddamn day and night, knowing that you're going to be put to death for something you did not do? And nobody's hearing you?
That's a lot.
Go ahead.
Had them in suspense and torture up until the day before.
Day before.
They was going to stay.
Yeah. They had put it in. They had put it in, but they denied it. Yeah. And they said that he exhausted all. And we're not dealing with this anymore. That's what they said. I forgot his name. What's the damn the dude who's responsible for it? Find his. Don't do it yet. I'm just quote. Whatever his name is, it's in one of these articles. Right. He said it. He said that the brother has exhausted every option of his. And he said, as far as he concerned, he has not proven his innocence. That's what he said. Yeah. And he said the execution must go on. That's what he said. I forgot what his name, I think it starts with a P, if I'm not mistaken.
Carson.
Yes, I think it was him that said that. It's in one of those articles. We got it. But he said that. He said, oh no, this must go on. Yeah. He said to him, he hasn't proven his innocence. He's a liar. And he should have taken the place of Marcellus Williams. Right. And it should have been him that was put to goddamn death for his lies. For him putting this innocent, but he did prove his case. He did prove it. And the prosecution backed them on it and said, wait, whoa. We can't do this. And you actually have faith in America? You really give a damn about Kamala Harris or Donald Trump being the president? You really care about that? Meanwhile, while this bitch is cooking and cleaning greens in her bathtub, we got innocent black men and women out here being tortured by these damn devils. And you think hot sauce on some greens, she's black. You think because she wore chucks and pearls, she's black. Nobody give a damn which one they put in office. They're still going to oppress us. So you better turn around and change your goddamn mind. Get your mind right. They still say that about you better get your mind right. Get it up out of the oppressor's ass. And you better get in his truth. You better join your people. Right. What are we going to do? Sit back and just keep letting innocent Marcellus Williams be put to death? Well, we're going to keep waiting to more and more brothers and sisters get put to death in this place? When are you going to snap out of it? When are you going to wake up? When are you going to come to? Huh? Keep going, Abon. So they are hid in prison houses. Over 2 million innocent brothers and sisters is in prison right now today. This is talking about the so-called white man, our oppressor. Keep going.
They are for prey.
They are for prey. They preyed on this brother Marcellus Williams, man. Yep. They preyed on him, an innocent man. Larry Griffin. Yep. All the other innocent brothers and sisters that fall victim to this damn system. They preying on us, man. And you can't see that? And you really want a damn button on your shirt that said, I voted today? With an American flag? You can't wait to get Christians wear that shit as if it's a badge of honor. Yep. I see them every time they dumbass post a goddamn picture of themselves. My family members, but they stupid asses do it too. They go vote and they in their car driving home with the button and they make sure that they turn around to take a picture of them smiling that I was a good old slave. I was voted today, master. I was voted for Donald Trump. I was voted for Kamala Harris. I was voted for Barack Obama, the first black president. I was voted. This stupid ass. Like I said, that shit is terrible. You black folks are such good slaves, man, to this white man. You're ridiculous. And then you say there's something wrong with us. You say there's something wrong with Captain K because I'm against this system and how they mistreat blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Fuck you. Get your goddamn mind out of their ass. Get your head out their ass. It's something wrong with you. To where you're not speaking out against us. Where's the outrage? You called for the bond, didn't you say? Yeah. Where's the outrage at? Ain't nobody said nothing but us. Where's Al Sharpton? Where's Jesse? Well, Jesse Jackson he can barely even talk and walk now. But I mean, come on, where are the black leaders at?
I ain't heard nothing from Brother Shaheed.
I ain't heard nothing from none of them. None of them. Where they at? Ain't nobody said nothing. No, sir. Ain't nobody said nothing. Keep reading, man.
And none delivered.
None delivered us, man. When we get in their hand, that's it. We in their hand. Nobody could deliver this brother, this innocent brother, Marcellus Williams, man. Not even the prosecutor, not even the office that turned around and said, yes, we have all the evidence against him and it sticks. And it's him. That very office that convicted him said, whoa, no, we got to fix this because it wasn't him. He didn't do this. Keep going.
For spoil. None said restore.
None said restore. Now y'all think we Africans? You understand? No African is speaking out against this. What African do you know that y'all try to tie yourselves to? Since you think you African, why ain't the Africans helping you? Why ain't they speaking out against this? Where is Umbubu? Why can't you call your brother Umbubu and say, Umbubu, we need to get 1 million Africans and we need to protest. We need to speak out against this. You understand? Come on. Where they at? Where they at? Yeah, they somewhere selling you drums and black mad and those African mad, them ugly African mad. I don't. Who in the hell even like that shit?
I ain't seen nobody selling black soap. I ain't heard of drum.
Come on, man. That's all they do any goddamn way. That's all the Africans do anyway.
I ain't seen none of
that. Sell the soap, sell the drums, and sell niggas some goddamn dashikis so that we can look stupid. I ain't seen none of them. Nobody is saying restore. The white man, the prosecutor tried. And then guess what? The one over him said, nope, we're not going to restore this brother. Even I don't give a damn if he's innocent or not. That's what he said. That's what he said. That's what he said about. Come on, huh? Come on. Read the next scripture.
Zechariah 11 and verse 4. Thus said the Lord, my God, feed the flock of the slaughter.
This is what the ISUPK up under Commanding General YAHANNA is doing right now. We're feeding you. This is the food that you need to survive. The truth. This is what you need to know who your oppressor is. Because obviously you slaves don't know. You slaves do not know. You good Jesus loving freaks don't know. When it's in plain sight. It's in plain sight. You don't know. So we're feeding you what you need. But this is like that what was that Robitussin, that horrible ass medicine as kids. This horrible medicine. You don't want this. You want to be healed. You want to go pray to Jesus and hope Jesus help you and all, but you don't want this medicine right here. This medicine will heal you. That Robitussin, that old shit. What was the other one called? It was something I can't think. It was horrible. But boy, I'm telling you, I can't think of that medicine. It was one worse than that. It was one worse than that one, Bob. I can't think of the name of it. But it was worse than all the damn medicines. But boy, when you take that, I'm telling you, damn near an hour later, you're feeling better. You're feeling better. It worked. This is the medicine. This is the food that you need to survive. Okay? This is what you need, what we're teaching you. This is what the Lord said to do, is teach you the truth, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Because guess what it's going to end up taking? It's going to end up taking Marcellus Williams to hit your doorstep, to hit your front door. It's going to take for these oppressors to come into your front lawn and accuse you of something you didn't commit, and then you're going to want some help. Right. Then you're going to say, oh, they were right all along. When one of your family members, I got a call like that. It wasn't Michael Brown. I can't remember which situation this was, but it was some brother, some innocent brother. This was just as we was going in on this situation. A sister ended up calling me, and she said, yeah, I know. I'm trying to get a lawyer, my nephew, and I think it was either her husband or her father and her nephew had both been accused of crimes that they didn't commit. And the sister said to me, she said, yeah, I know this stuff happens all the time. And I know it happens to black people all the time. She said, but this done went too far. It happened to my nephew and my father. So something has to be done about this. Don't let it get that far. Don't let it get that far, Bob. to where now we need to do something about it because it's your family. I don't care if Marcellus Williams was not my family, biologically. He's still a brother, and he was innocent. I don't care if Sandra Bland and Tamir Rice and the other innocent victims, you understand, of this unjustice system here, right? I don't care if they are my family biologically. They're brothers and sisters. Right. And I don't want to see none of them mistreated. None of them, man. You understand? Give me some more of them scriptures. Finish it up and then then you can rock.
Whose possessors slay them, hold themselves not guilty.
Stop right there. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. They took that innocent man and pushed forward with that, even though they had a lot of evidence. All the evidence to prove him innocent. They said nope, and they do it all the time, man. I'm off of it now. You want to say something?
I just want to say that sister who said something had to be done right before it fell in her lap by her listening to that church and going out being a proud voter and wearing that damn pin that on a pin to her shirt, like you said. She guilty.
Yeah.
She just as guilty.
Yeah.
For being naive and dumb and dormant and not caring what's gonna happen to our own damn people.
Right. Absolutely, Abon. Absolutely. Well, look, with that, hey, the water to everybody for tuning in, man. This has been Sharpen the Sword Radio and I'm the host, Captain K. the Gog, but with my right hand man, Officer Abon Azar. That information that you brought out, brother, on that last show of the Missouri's justice system has no justice. That right there, I was like, damn, that brother, that innocent way back. And then I saw all of the different people that it happened to. Like, wait a minute, it ain't just been one or two. No, it's been a lot. And then just looking at the article that you sent me, like, damn, Missouri does this quite a bit, quite often. Yeah. Right? And like I said, and today to go over this right here and that article, I'm telling you, I looked for that article. I looked because I was like, whoa, I'm hearing everybody say he innocent. But then I saw that the one that came across, the one we read first, about the brother being guilty. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I don't know now. I don't know. I sent it to my rib. I said, I don't know, baby. This is what they said they got here. You know what I mean? So we read all of that. And I said, nah, I got to find this. And I said, I'm gonna wait till I say something. And then bam, found it, brother. The damn prosecutor said the man is innocent. So like I said, this is hell, man. This is not the place of your rest. Why are you getting comfortable here? Why are you counting on these people to say? Matter of fact, give me that last scripture, brother. Oh my God, give me that in Lamentations.
I don't see that on.
No, it's not in there. You're right. It's not in there. I just thought of it. I just came to my mind. Okay, give me that one. Would you work with my mind for 1 second, my brother? I'd appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it because I talk a lot and I have a lot that come to my mind. God damn it, and I got to get it all. Okay, so give me that in Lamentations 4 and 17.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help.
Not for everybody. It says as for us. And it's talking about the Israelites, talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Read it again.
As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help.
Our vain help, our eyes. Have you ever turned around and seen somebody that's looking for something and then get sad because it don't happen? Okay. That's like what that is. When you watching for something and then, oh, man, it don't happen. Your eyes have yet failed. That's what that's talking about right there. For our vain help. Worthless help. Somebody that's supposed to be helping us is not helping us. Keep reading.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
We are voting and watching and begging and pleading and marching and doing all of this for a nation that cannot save us. It's not even their plan to save us. They don't even want to save you Negroes. They want to put you to death like what they just did this innocent brother, Marcellus Williams. That's all that's on their mind. Read 18.
They hunt our steps.
They hunt our steps. They're not turning around and just making sure that we abide by their laws. They actually hunt our steps. They show it in you in every movie that they make about slavery, about racism, all kind of stuff. They hunt our steps. In every movie they make about it, we sit here going about our business, and you got some white boys driving up in their truck real slow, lurking in a goddamn bush, waiting to commit a crime against us. Keep going.
That we cannot go in our streets.
We can't go in our streets. Wherever this brother Marcellus was when they stopped him, he couldn't go in the streets. Because when he did, they put him in a cell. Yep. They put the brother in a cell for 20-some years for a crime he didn't even commit. For a crime he didn't even commit. Keep going.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come.
Keep going.
Our prosecutors are
persecutors. No sweat.
Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
They are swifter than the eagles of heaven. Just to let you know, this ain't talking about no bird. Our persecutors is our oppressors, the so-called white man. That's what this is talking about. And they are swifter than the eagles that fly around in the sky. One minute you see a bird, and next minute you don't. That's how cold them eagles are. Them eagles could be flying around them big old wings they got. You'll see them doing this, and then once they see that prey, swoop down on it, boy, you'll never see them again until they go back up in that earth. You won't even see them. They are our persecutors, the people that persecute us, the people that persecuted the innocent brother Marcellus Williams, right? They are swifter than the eagles in heaven. Keep going.
They pursued us upon the mountains, and they wait for us in the wilderness.
So they turned around and they laid wait for us in the wilderness, wherever we at. This happened in the past. It's happening today, and guess what? It's going to continue to happen in the future. My question is, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit and keep praying that your family don't get hurt, that you don't get hurt? Or are you going to actually do something about it? Or are you going to come and join your brothers and your sisters so that we can seek justice from the Most High? Because these people are not going to give it to us. If you're looking for the justice system to give you justice, you are sadly mistaken. And you are lost, and you are a good slave. And with that, look, we passed the time. We gone. Shalom, Israel. Make sure you tune in to the next show, the next classes. Go to ISUPK.com. Get with the nearest school near you. And with that, we gone. Shalom.